Yorkshire and everyone listening in right now. Pauline here from PC Creations Leeds. My business is floral design and venue decor, and I cover mainly Leeds and the surrounding areas. I deal or work with both fresh and faux flowers. So yes, I like to, when I do a wedding fair, to bring a mixture of both fresh and faux with me. I've tried to do it here, but quite restricted for space. But I'm wearing a fresh flower corsage here, which is orange spray roses and pretty yellow statice with a little bit of ruscus. Could be used as a buttonhole, but obviously the other way around. And I've got some fresh flower things here as well. I've got a nice arm bouquet here. That's fresh flowers. A fresh flower centerpiece, table centerpiece, ideal for a wedding. I've also got up here, I'll get it down, a couple of bouquets. So there's a faux flower one, some nice purples, lilacs and pinks, and a fresh one, a nice arm bouquet, carnations, ruscus, philosophy. But anyway, I don't know how easy they are to see on here right now, but what I have done is put them onto the website, not all of them, but if you take a look on the PC Creations website a little bit later on, you will actually see most of what's here on there, so you'll get a clearer look. Right, so that's that. Sorry, I just need to crib my notes, make sure I don't miss anything out. If you're a bride, or anybody really, but I suppose it's a wedding fair, so wedding fairs, I do get some brides who really don't know whether they want fresh or faux flowers, or they've got a definite idea that they don't want one or the other. But if you're one of those people who's still a little bit stuck and not sure which you want to go for, on the website I do actually do a blog, and I've written a particular one for the brides who aren't sure, and it's entitled Planning Your Wedding Bouquet, Fresh Flowers Are Artificial. And on there you will find about 15 things to consider, which might help you to reach a decision. Hopefully it'll be an interesting read, but there's a lot of other information on there as well. So going to the table decor, like I've mentioned, the floral decorations, but I do also offer items for hire. So that would be vases, mirror plates, tea light holders, the net lights, things like that. So the little bit of extras that you might need to decorate your venue, I do actually do those separately, or they can come as a bundle. That's entirely up to you. On the website, there is, hi Alana, on the website there is a faux flower collection page. So what I've done is I've tried to separate it. So if you're just interested in the faux flowers, if you take a look on that page, you'll see a good mixture of things on there. But I always say to people when they're looking, if you see something in the faux flowers that you like, that you prefer it in fresh, let me know. There's no reason why we can't try to emulate that, as long as the fresh flower that you're wanting is one that's in season. You've always got to take that into consideration. I also offer a last minute wedding flower service, and with that it's just as it says, if I'm able to do a last minute wedding flower service for you, I will. It does actually say on that page on the website, just ask, if we can, we will. And it's as simple as that. If I'm not mega busy, then obviously I will be able to fit you in. Obviously time is important, so what I would say to those brides who are planning the wedding and want to find someone to do the flowers, just give yourself enough time. I like to have about 6 months or so notice. That gives plenty of time for going back and forth and for doing mock-ups and bride's time to change their minds, bridesmaids numbers go up and down, all sorts of things like that. But it's not something that I'm a stickler for. So if it's less than 6 months, it's less than 6 months. If there's time and I can do it, I will. I do like to do face-to-face consultations, and I do offer consultations, phone consultations, also free. Yes, it's a bit of an awkward time now, and I don't know how some people, brides, feel about meeting up, but I just think it's a good time to be able to bring bouquets and let brides have an idea of how the bouquet feels, the size, make sure it's what they're looking for. And also that's the time for people to bring the colour swatches or something I can take away with me to make sure that I'm going to be providing flowers that will go with the actual colour scheme. Okay. So, and then obviously there's the Zoom. So if you want to do it online, we can use technology now, can't we? So that's not a problem. And so as you look on the website, you'll see 1 or 2 galleries on there, and lots of different bouquets. I don't offer any set one. They're all on there for ideas. And so therefore, don't feel that if you see a bouquet that you like, but it's something not quite fitting in, just let me know, because these things can be adapted and amended. They're bespoke bouquets. They're made to suit each bridal party and each customer's needs. Okay. So I've talked about the notice, so there's no need to go through that. Let me just have a flick through, make sure I don't miss anything out. So we've looked at the bouquets. What I do need to let you know is that you will find me on Instagram, you'll find me on Facebook, and you'll find me on Pinterest. Now, I've just been asked a question. What's that? Will you be at any autumn fairs? I definitely am aiming to be at the autumn fairs. I like to be at the wedding fairs, Yorkshire fairs. So yes, I definitely will be. Okay, no worries about that. Don't know which ones yet, but definitely in Leeds if I can. I don't know if anybody's got any questions out there, but if you have, it would be good if you could fire them at me now. I'm just looking down the list to see if there are any. Right, there don't look to be any questions there. So I suppose what I could do is just tell you a little bit more about the business. I do actually, we've talked about the flowers, talked about the decor hire. I do also offer a napkin folding service, and I talked about this at the last virtual wedding fair, and that is purely for those people who might find themselves having a venue, everything's there, beautiful venue, and finding that perhaps that one napkin fold that they want isn't there, or the people at the venue can't provide it. And so if you have a look on the website, you will actually find on there a page that is purely dedicated to napkin folding. And those folds, they're not the only ones that I do, but it is what it is. I put on as the ones that I find interesting. But if there are any that you'd like to see on there, let me know. I'll tackle them and put some on there. Someone's asked me about how long do the flowers last. Well, Brian, if they're artificial, they'll last as long as you look after them. Fresh ones, it really does depend on the flowers that you use. I've shown you a bouquet there that's got carnations in. Carnations last such a long time, as do roses if they're looked after well. What does looked after well look like? It means that you'll need to snip the ends of the bouquet if you can access them, and give them a change of water every day or two, and you'll get a good 7 to 10 days depending on the flower. Some flowers just do not last that well. If you've got hydrangeas, if anybody's familiar with them, they don't last very long at all. They don't like being cut. Oh, that's my experience, should I say. All right. Have I done any weddings over the last few weeks, Alana? I did one. Yes, I did. And it was beautiful. There weren't many people there. And there are some images of that on the portfolio page. Yeah, they might be the most recent images. Beautiful wedding, beautiful couple. Yes, nothing like doing a wedding. Haven't been as busy as last year, but yes. And I've got one coming up next month as well. That should be a nice, colourful one. But yes, I have. Thank you for asking. I've got space. If anybody else is interested, just get in touch with me. I'm looking to next year now. Perhaps what I can also tell you is that there is a page on my website, an office page. And so if you have a look on there and you're planning a wedding for next year, take a look and see if you're interested in any of the offers that are available there. All right, but please take a look. Just check and see if there's any more questions. Would love to see those. I'll have a look. Yes, Ellen, I think you should. In fact, it would be nice to get some feedback. I don't get much feedback on there, so please let me know what you think. I don't want to be here just talking for the sake of talking. So if anybody's got any more questions, I'll take them. If not, I think I've come to the end now. I don't think there's anything else that I can tell you without going over anything. So I'll say thank you for listening. If you managed to stick with me till the end, thank you, Wedding Fairs Yorkshire, for allowing me to be a part of this. I love these virtual wedding fairs. They're getting me doing things that I wouldn't normally do. And yes, look forward to seeing you at one of the live shows in the not too distant future. So thank you and goodbye.